Hello again. Looks like it's gonna be a week of Rehab 101 for all several plants. In this case, I have 4 very neglected orchids, actually 5 very neglected orchids that need to be repotted. They are in horrendous condition. So I brought them into my bathroom and I'll give them a little bit of TLC. I have my sphagnum moss where it's gonna go into. I have the orchids. I need to remove all the existing damaged roots, damaged leaves, rehydrate them, and you can see some of them are really in poor condition. The poor things are dehydrated. If I look at the leaves, if you can do this to a leaf, the orchid is completely dehydrated. It should be nice and subtle. So I'm going to take a container, basic container, tea bag. You can use whatever tea you like, as long as it has a lot of tannin in it. I'm using pure leaf, English breakfast, and I'm going to use distilled water. So all I need to do is get water into the container, let it soak for about 5 minutes. So while I'm basically cleaning out the orchid, there's going to be quite a few cleanup. The tea is going to soak, hopefully give me some tannin. I know it's a cold tea, boring, but it will give me some tannin to get these growing stimulator going forward. And for now, I just need to start disassembling these babies one at a time. Once it's disassembled and cleaned up, it's gonna go into this bath. Sits in the bath for a few hours, and then into the brand new growing medium. Be right back. Okay, I hope you can see I took one of the orchids out. I removed a lot of roots. You can see all the damaged stuff removed. You're looking for a nice, healthy roots that should be plump to the touch, not squishy like this. Definitely not like this. This is horrible. I gave it a little bit of a rinse, and now this orchid is going to go in a bath. You can see that it's a little bit longer than I like it to be. At any rate, let's get it in a bath for a few minutes. The roots should turn from silver because they were dry to a nice green color. Hopefully that will stimulate the roots, and then it's going to go back into the pot. This could have probably be more trimmed. Still a little bit, has a little bit of life to it, so I'm not going to trim it yet. It has only 2 leaves remaining. I'm hoping it's going to come back to life. Right now it needs a soak. And while it's soaking, I'm going to clean up these babies. Be right back. I need 2 hands. There's one more orchid that I took out. This is the one that's dehydrated. The top is okay. It just needs to be cleaned. But you can see how much damage on the roots is. I haven't really trimmed it. But holy mackerel. I can't even... This is all destroyed. The good part, it has good roots right up here on top, so I can definitely salvage it. But why, oh why, oh why do people do this to these plants? I'm gonna cry. Anyway, off to save this baby. Alrighty, these 2 orchids can go inside the pots. They're actually not too dehydrated, they just needed a bath. Maybe a little bit dehydrated, but it's not too bad. This one is actually pretty good. Just needed to be cleaned up. So what I'm gonna do, I wetted some sphagnum moss. I'm gonna put some of the moss on the bottom of the container. Just a little bit. Get this baby inside. Hopefully it will cooperate with me. And notice how the roots turn bright green when they're wet. That means they're very, very healthy roots. So I'm gonna set it just above the edge of the cup. Get all the roots inside. And now get some moss inside here. Don't be afraid about the roots. The roots themselves are very, very thin, almost like needle thin. The outer layer, this kind of layer, it's just a spongy material that protects the root. I'm reusing the same pot that they came in with because I don't have extra pots at the moment. It is springtime and I'm using every pot there is. And the reason I wetted it so I don't have to water it. I know there is enough moisture inside the pot to keep this orchid very happy for at least a week. There we go. Do not go over the edge. Do not cover the crown. One down, 3 to go. Let me move it to the side here. Sorry, I'm blocking my screen so you don't see me. I'm not a fan of photography, especially of my own self. Here you see my orchid is having a nice tea. For those who don't know, orchids are tropical, and the rainforest, when it rains, it's actually very acidic. So tannin from the trees is what feeds the orchids. That's why tea bag is here giving me tannin. Alrighty, I'm gonna do the others with 2 hands because it's a little bit more root system. This is a big root system, so I'm gonna need a little bit more hands-on experience. Be right back. Alrighty, 5 little orchids have been potted up. Now I just have to clean them up a bit. I gave them a little bit of a bath. I need more sphagnum moss for this one. I'm run out of, probably will need to get a bigger container as well. It's really tight in here. It's very, very small for such a big orchid. But hopefully they will recover. And hopefully next year they'll bloom. For now, I have to give them some rest. In a week they'll get some food. And hopefully we'll be good. See you later. Thanks for watching.